Hello, wrestling fans, back once again. Don't forget to subscribe. You like wrestling news, health food, and how to make money. Stay tuned for this video. I'll be telling you guys some interesting stuff about the channel later on. Anyway, let's jump right into this. So Monday Night Raw was terrible. A lot of wrestling fans are feeling it as we went, almost an hour of no match. Everything, the segments were terrible. Shane McMahon. This wasn't a good Monday Night Raw at all. The only thing funny on Monday Night Raw was the whole Brock Lesnar and the Money in the Bank briefcase. That was interesting. But interesting enough, at WWE, Vince McMahon really upset regarding AEW. Now, we saw Double or Nothing. They took many shots at the WWE, including Cody Rhodes destroying the chair with the sledgehammer, a shot at Triple H. And stuff got more interesting from there, wrestling fans. As a lot of people aren't looking at it. This is the wrestling war all over again. This is amazing. This is one of those. So, wrestling fans, it was all over the place how we watched Monday Night Raw. And it was really terrible. But, as far as the all in, the production was good. A lot of people we got Jon Moxley in the door, towards the end of the night, taking on Kenny Omega, fighting him all over the arena. It was very interesting. And I think Double or Nothing, they did really good presenting themselves a really good pay-per-view. But wrestling fans, it looks like stuff's definitely changed in the business as we know it, and it's going to continue to change. I know I don't got a proper picture of Raw or any of that stuff. But anyway, check this out. So, WWE getting very upset. There's a lot of superstars that their contracts are supposed to end soon with WWE. And most likely will be heading over to AEW. And this has really done change the business in such a different way. The Monday Night War brought the best out of two companies, such as WCW and the WWF Monday Night Raw. So, we saw a lot of stuff. We saw a lot of good moments. A lot of people that didn't grow up during that time remembers how good the Monday Night War was for the business. It was really good. A lot of people are like, oh, we don't want that coming back. It's very good. It's very important for the business to be having entertainment and a company taking on another company. Last time we saw anything close to the Monday Night War was when TNA Wrestling ran a show on Monday night. That same day, I believe WWE ran the dog show instead of running the show. And, TNA really pushed in hard as they came in there with Eric Bischoff, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Rob Van Dam showed up. They had a lot of superstars show up at that big TNA show, and it was really good. But TNA did not manage to keep going on Monday nights, continued to do Thursdays, and stuff just went bad and forth for TNA Wrestling, unfortunately. And now there is TNA Wrestling is out of business, and now it's just Impact Wrestling. But so wrestling fans, there's a lot of questions and a lot of stuff. AEW definitely has a good money background compared to what TNA ever did. And it looks like, they got a lot of better people running it, from the Young Bucks to Cody Rhodes to Kenny Omega. They got a lot of smarts. They got a lot of great young talent. And they've been hanging on to the indie scene. And they've been scouting and getting the best talent there is. And, this is personal because WWE doesn't really like talent. They've always eliminated their talent if you look over the years. WWE, went to battle with the NWA a long time ago. They went to battle with Verne Gagne's company, the AWA. And if you look, you'll see on the WWE network and stuff, and they bought out all their competition. They bought out WCW. Even though WCW came close to putting WWF out of business back in the day, Eric Bischoff, made it so they won 83 weeks in a row, defeating Monday Night Raw. WCW was a better show for so much time, knowing that they brought in the cruiserweights and all the other stuff that they did. But this is AEW. It's a different time. Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, a lot of wrestling fans, if you've noticed, there's certain angles that they haven't been filming the show. To some of those arenas have been nothing but empty. It's really shocked a lot of us sitting back and be like, whoa, you know, the whole SmackDown show isn't sold out. There's a half an arena empty. You know, a lot of wrestling fans are taking pictures and showing us how empty some of the arenas are, and stuff's not as packed as what it was. WWE feels very confident that they're going to do good, but they do find AEW a huge wrestling threat. As like we saw TNA and other promotions like that, you know, no longer running, as, you know, there's a lot of talk still about WWE buying the library of TNA Wrestling. But Impact Wrestling hasn't wanted to sell it at any means. So wrestling fans, you know, this is definitely, you know, going to be interesting where this whole thing to lead off. Will AEW definitely do some damage to the WWE? I think definitely yes. I think WWE better hurry up and produce a better product, because when AEW hits TV, they're going to be drawing a lot of wrestling attention, and they're going to be drawing a lot of other attention from other people as well. So wrestling fans, you know, I think this is definitely going to be the big change in the wrestling business as we know it. As things just keep changing and things aren't like they used to be, you know, there's a lot of talent, there's a lot of free agents. But, I mean, you don't look at, we got a lot of other companies. We still got Ring of Honor Wrestling. AEW's working out deals with New Japan Pro Wrestling. We still got Impact Wrestling alive for right now, just because of their good relationship with Twitch. And, you know, Rob Van Dam re-signed. So, Impact Wrestling looks like it's going to stick around. But wrestling fans, you know, WWE and AEW are going to probably start trying to scoop up some of these talents. So companies like Ring of Honor is probably going to lose a lot of their good talent. And so will Impact Wrestling, managing to see what left they really got. So wrestling fans, you know, it's definitely a different time in the business. And, you know, I want to hear all you guys' thoughts on comments on a bunch of this stuff, because, you know, there's a lot of interesting things that have been going on in the wrestling business, and this has really, you know, been a big one. And AEW, you know, just kind of came in there out of nowhere, which is kind of really cool. You know, for a new wrestling company, I hope, you know, it does well. And it's about time we have a good wrestling war. Now, a lot of wrestling fans, you know, like, hey, I don't want to see another Monday Night War. The original, you know, you can't replace it. Yeah, you know, you can't replace what WCW did, but it doesn't mean we can't have another war. It's not WCW this time, it's another company. I mean, if you look, there's been many other companies that have battled over the years, and there's a lot of wrestling companies that have gone out of business, and, you know, it's us as the wrestling fans, you know, what really push the companies to do good, and who buys the t-shirts, the DVDs, the action figures, you name it, rent the pay-per-views. The wrestling fans are the ones that keep the thing alive and well. So regarding, you know, if the wrestling fans like AEW, they're going to back AEW. If they're going to continue to love WWE, they're going to back WWE. So what's Vince got planned? It's going to be very interesting. I think this is going to be a lot different than WCW. Honestly, I do think WWE's got some concerns they should worry about. A lot of wrestling fans feel there's not going to be as bad as what we saw a long time ago. But I'm going to tell you guys this right now is with shows not being sold out, you know, wrestling's really gone. We'll see what WWE can bring to the table. And I think, you know, AEW's really going to pick up the pace quick. They got a lot of good people behind it. And I think WWE better step up the show like they done in the past. Or AEW's going to be conquering and wanting to just go ahead and do Monday Night Raw and bury WWE. That's at least my opinion, wrestling fans. So I don't. It's gonna be interesting to see where the whole thing leads off. But these WWE superstars heading to AEW is going to do some damage, and not to mention the injured rate in WWE. It's not that good right now. Rey Mysterio being injured and some of the other guys being injured, it's kind of a scary thing for the WWE. Other than that, wrestling fans, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, and I'll be back with more videos like this. And I got a lot of videos about health food and ways to make money, so go check those ones out, and I'll have some new updates for you guys as well. Thank you for watching.